If the pandemic and working from home has thrown your productivity off kilter, you are not alone. From work life to our personal lives, just about all of our norms have been tested like never before. So joining us this morning on Philly Live is Penny Zenker, the best-selling author of The Productivity Zone, Stop the Tug of War with Time. She is also an entrepreneur and a life and business coach. So Penny, thank you again for joining us this morning.
Hi, Aunyea. It's great to be here.
Yeah, Penny, first talk a little bit about how the idea of productivity as we once knew it changed during the pandemic.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is I don't think that it changed. It just amplified our dysfunctions. And I think it's brought to a heightened awareness some things that some elements, some key factors of productivity that we often overlook.
And so, Penny, how would you say self-regulation plays a role in us being more productive?
Well, so, you know, self-regulation is something where we think we'll sleep when we're dead, right? So there's so many people right now working overtime to really care for other people. And, you know, compassion fatigue is a real thing. And we really need to, even though we know we need to take care of ourselves better, this is a time when we have to understand it's not a should, but it's a must, because we actually store stress in our cells. You know, scientists have discovered that it's actually stored in our cells. So we have to really, it's a must to sleep more. It's a must to exercise. It's a must to take space and to breathe more deeply and to even laugh and cry when we need to. And so it's really coming down to understanding that, you know, that's one of the things that we take for granted is our health and our physiology.
And Penny, as I'm sure you know, we all get distracted. We all procrastinate. What would you say are a few good tips for managing some of those distractions?
Well, I think one thing to understand about stress and distractions, well, I say them together because distraction comes from stress and it creates stress. So we need to be able to manage these mental, physical, and emotional distractions in a better way. And the first thing is awareness, is we tolerate it and we're not even aware of it. And partially because we're so busy focusing and exhausting ourselves on controlling or trying to control the things that we can't control, that when it comes to our distractions, the things that we actually can control, we seem to be kind of tolerating it and seemingly helpless.
And Penny, you know, you call yourself a Focusologist. Am I saying that right? And what do you mean by that?
Yeah, you know, I call myself a Focusologist because I came to realize in the last couple of years that where we focus, that we have control. That's another thing that this whole aspect of control is we actually have control over where we focus, and that's what's going to determine the quality of our life. So I define Focusology as the art of controlling and directing the energy of our thought, our feelings, and our behaviors to produce a positive, meaningful outcome. And when we think of it like that, then we heighten the awareness that where we focus our thoughts, our feelings, and our behaviors are a choice that we can make every day and every moment.
Well, you guys heard it right there. We all need to just focus in a little bit more. Penny Zenker, thank you again for joining us this morning on Philly Live and sharing those much-needed tips with us.
Thanks for having me.